Welcome back. First, I want to apologize for what happened during the online session. It seemed that the internet was unstable totally, so I prefer to stop this mess and to record the session to fix this problem. We were talking about the infinitive and the infinitive phrase, and we want first to know what the meaning of the word infinitive. The word infinitive means an infinitive verb. It's a clean form of the verb, a verb without any adds to it. The infinitive verb it comes usually after two. It usually comes after two. So what's the infinitive phrase? The infinitive phrase, it starts with the infinitive form of the verb followed by some complement and modifiers. What's the meaning of complement and modifier? Let's read this sentence. Yes. I want to bury the treasure quickly. Okay, this is the complete sentence and it makes sense. Let's just distribute it or analyze it. I want, this is the subject, and want is the verb. To buy. I have here to followed by an infinitive verb. The infinitive verb, as you can see, it's without adding in anything to it. It's a clean verb. This is the infinitive form, to bury. If I stopped here, you will feel that something missing here. To bury what? The treasure. The treasure here, it acts like the object of the verb want, okay, and also it acts like a complement for the whole sentence. Quickly here, it's an adverb because it describes the verb want, and the adverb here can be omitted or can be taken out without changing the sentence, the meaning of the sentence at all. This is by the way, this is generally for the adjective and the adverb. This is generally for the adjective and the adverb, both of them. So we were speaking about the infinitive phrase when it acts like a noun. What question does it answer first? It answers the question which is what. Also, when it acts like a noun, you will find it in two positions, whether it's a subject of the sentence or it's an object of the sentence. The subject, it means that you'll find the infinitive phrase act like a subject. It means that it is the thing that the noun or the pronoun that makes the action. And if it acts like an object, it means that the noun or the pronoun that it received the action. So the infinitive phrase will act the same function, will do the same function. Let's look at this sentence. I don't want to study my test. I don't want to study my test. Yes. What? Yes, what don't you want? What don't you want? So as long as it answers the question what, this means that to study for my test is a noun. Fine. What? It is an object or it is a subject. It is the thing that is doing the action or the thing that is receiving the action. I am the one who's making the action. So I is the subject. I don't want, this is the verb. I don't want the object, the thing that I don't want. What is it? To study for my test. So you will deal with this one, to study for my test. First, it's an infinitive phrase. It acts like a noun because it answers the question what. And also, it comes in the object position because it's the receiving the action. I'm the one who want to, not to study for my test. Okay. One more thing to note about the infinitive phrase is it acts like a noun. It cannot be removed from the sentence. Try to remove this part, to study for my test, and read the left out. I don't want. Something missing, so we cannot remove it from the sentence. This is one of the things that you should notice. He needs to ace the exam. He needs to ace the exam. To aid the exam, this is my phrase. It starts with to followed by a verb which is ace. Fine. Let's detect whether it's a noun, it's an adjective, or it's an adverb. He needs to ace the exam. What does he need? What does he need? So to ace the exam here, it's a noun. Object or subject, object or subject. He is the subject and the verb it needs. The thing that he does need is to ace the exam. So to ace the exam here is the object receiving the action of the subject he, which is needing. So to ace here is a noun and it acts like an object. This is how you should do. You have to analyze the sentence and understand it well before you detect whether or determine detect whether it's a noun, it's an adjective, it's an adverb, it's a subject or object if it's a noun. Okay, to get good grades is my goal. To get good grade, what question does it answer? What thing, yes, or what is your goal? What is your goal? So it answers the question what? It means that it's a noun. Subject or object is my goal. Is here is a verb and my goal is the complement of the sentence. So what is the subject of the verb is, which is it would be to get good grades. So I'm dealing with this whole phrase as a noun, as if it was one word. And it will be the subject of this sentence. To get good grades is my goal. Like when you say succeeding is my goal. Succeeding here is one word and it acts like a subject for this sentence. Here also we will deal with the whole phrase, the infinitive phrase here as one word, and it will be noun, and this noun, this position will be subject. His job was to tutor me in math. His job was to tutor me in math. Okay. What was his job? What was his job? So to answer the question, what it means that it's a noun. Number 2, his job was. His job, of course, will be the subject and was the verb. So of course, to tutor me in the math will be the object because this is the receiver of the action. Let's try something else. We said that the noun cannot be removed. The infinitive phrase as a noun cannot be removed from the sentence. Let's try to stop here. His job was. Is something missing? Let's try to here. Let's rate the infinitive phrase here. Is my goal. Something missing. He needs. Something missing. I don't want. Something missing. So if you try to erase the infinitive phrase when it acts like a noun, you cannot remove it because it's one of the main part of the sentence. Okay, let's move to the infinitive phrase if it acts like an adjective. Let's first remind you the adjective. We use the adjective to describe noun or pronoun. That's it. The adjective describes a noun or pronoun. When the infinitive phrase acts like an adjective in a sentence, it describes a noun or the pronoun too. So this means that it will describe whether the subject or the object of the sentence. Let's read the example. I want a tutor to help me study. I want a tutor. Tutor is like teacher or an instructor. To help me study. Where my infinitive first verb to start with to followed by the verb, clean verb of the verb, so it will be to help me study. Okay. Is it a noun or adjective or adverb? How can I know? What question does it answer? I want a tutor. Yes. This tutor to do what? Yeah, to help me study. So I want a tutor here. If I stopped here, it will give me a complete sentence. This means that I can erase or that I can take out the infinitive phrase that acts like an adjective. Why? Because the adjective or the adverb, both of them, they are just adding more information, describing a noun or pronoun in the case of the adjective. So I can erase it. The meaning of the sentence will not change. So this tutor, I want him to help me study. So to help me study here, it describes whom? It describes tutor. Because this person, yes, it describes tutor. So to help here, it comes to describe the noun tutor. So act like an adjective. That's why it act like an adjective. Let's find another example. I need a magazine to read on the rain. I need a magazine to read on the rain. So I is the subject, need the verb, magazine is the object. Now I have a complete sentence. What is this? This one is the infinitive. It's an infinitive phrase. What is a position? What is its function? It comes here to describe what the magazine that you want to read on the train. The magazine I wanted to read on the train. I need a magazine to read on the train. So you need the magazine. I need to the train, describing magazine, which is a noun, so it's an adjective. There is a basket to put your exam in. There is a basket to put your exam in. There is a basket. Yes, to put your exam in here. Yes, it comes to describe the word basket. So it describes a noun, that's why it's an adjective. I wish I had a friend to study with me. I wish I had a friend. I can erase this part because it's unessential for me. It comes why to describe this friend. This friend, I want him to study with me. I had a friend. I wish I had a friend to study with me. So describe friend. It adds more information for this friend. That this friend to study with me. Like here also, this information adds to the basket to put your exam in. This information adds to the magazine to read on the train. This information adds to the tutor to help me study. All this will be infinitive phrase, act like an adjective, and it can be taken out. But I cannot move it. I cannot change it. I can't say to help me study, I want a tutor. No, you cannot. You cannot move it from its place to another place. Okay, so we have studied the noun, whether it's object or subject, and the adjective. Now let's move to the third type, which is the infinitive phrase that act like an adverb. To remind you, the adverb describe a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. The adverb generally, it describes again a verb, how the action is done, or it describes another adverb or an adjective. It answers the question like where, when, why, how, and for what reason, for what purpose. So as an adverb, the infinitive will answer the same question. I went home to study for math. I went home to study for math. Now, I went home. If I stopped here, it's enough for me. This sentence is enough for me. This means that also the adverb can be taken out of the sentence without changing the meaning. Okay. Can I start with to study for math? Yes. To study for math, I went home. What's wrong? We will just put a comma. To study for math, I went home. I can start with. So the adverb, the infinitive phrase as an adverb, it can be taken away and it can be moved. It's different from the infinitive phrase that act like an adjective. What question does it answer here? Why did you go home? Why did you go home? So when it answers the question why, it means that it's an adverb. What does it describe? Went. To study for math, it describes the verb went. Why did you go home? To study for math. Another question. Another sentence. He sat down to take the exam. He sat down to take the exam. If I stopped here, he sat down, enough. To take the exam, this is more information. What question does it answer? Why did he sit down? For what reason did he sit down? So it means that it's an adverb. What does it describe? The verb sat down. So it's an infinitive phrase because the start was to followed by the clean verb of the verb, and also describe the verb sat down, or to answer the question why did he sit down. To get into college, you need good grades. To get into college, yes. Look what we did here. We started with it. Okay, and you separate it with a comma. Remember, we cannot do this with the infinitive phrase as an adjective. We cannot at all do this with an adjective. It will not make sense if you even have tried. To get into college, you need to good grades. Why do you need to get good grades? Why do you need good grades? So it answers the question why. This means that to get into the college, it's an adverb. Infinitive phrase act like an adverb because it starts with to followed by the infinitive form of the verb. The last one, to ace the exam, I studied 4 hours. To ace the exam means yes, to get the full mark in the exam or to master the exam. Yes, I studied 4 hours. I started with the infinitive phrase and it answers the question, for what purpose did you study? To ace the exam. I want to master it. So it describes the verb to study, and when it describes the verb, it means that it's an adverb. Okay, let's have an exercise. The first one, select the one with an infinitive phrase. I show you the 2 sentences and let you think about it for a while. He's trying to avoid the weather to infinity and beyond. Of course, you know this phrase is said by whom? Yes, it was in Toy Story. I don't remember his name, but I know that George Clooney was the actor who was doing the voice. To infinity and beyond. Yes, he is trying to avoid the weather to infinity and beyond with the infinitive phrase. Okay. Actually, yes, that's right. A is correct. This is the infinitive phrase. Where is it? To avoid the weather. To avoid the weather. Yeah. Why this is not the infinitive phrase? Yes, excellent. I know some people said the answer because here to is followed by a noun, infinity. This is a noun. And when it's followed by a noun, it means that it's a prepositional phrase, not an infinitive phrase. In this case, in our answer, to here is followed by avoid. It's an infinitive form of the verb and the complement. Okay. If we need to know what function does it do here, he is trying. Okay, I have here a subject. I have here a verb is trying to do what? He's trying to do what? What is he trying to do? So it answers the question what. So it will be a noun, object or subject. I have a subject. I have a verb. So I have the one who's making the action. So who's receiving? To avoid the weather. So to avoid the weather here is a noun. Yes, it's a noun. Yes, we can write here object, noun, object. Yes, thank you for just praising me for my handwriting. I know. Okay, the second question. Select the one with an infinitive phrase that is a subject complement. Yes, we have here 2 choices. You select the one that have infinitive phrase. Yes, and this infinitive phrase is act like a subject here. Nobody wants to hear long speeches. Our aim is to help the clients help themselves. Remember that subject, it means that it must be a noun and it acts like a subject in the sentence. Give you a chance. Nobody wants to hear. Our aim is to help the clients. Okay, the answer is, yes, that's right, it's B. Where the infinitive phrase, look for to followed by the infinitive. Yeah, this is to help. The clients help themselves, this is the complement of the phrase. Why this one, not this one? Nobody here is the subject. Wants here is the verb, okay? This is the subject. And this is the verb, yes. To hear long speeches. Here, to hear long speeches. What does nobody want to hear? So answer the question what? It's a noun, okay? Subject or object? It's an object because this is the thing that they doesn't want. The receiver of the action. We are looking for subject. Our aim, This is a noun. Is the verb. And the subject of the verb is to help. Our aim is to help the client. Okay. Another exercise. Select the one with an infinitive phrase functioning as an adjective. To invent an airplane is nothing. I need a book to read on holiday. He needs an infinitive phrase function as an adjective. Function as an adjective. Yes, the answer is yes, B, excellent. Why? Where is it? To read on holiday. Why does it act like an adjective? Because here I need a book to read. I'm describing book here. I need a book. This is the sentence. I can stop here. And I can stop here. I can remove it or take it out without changing the meaning. It comes to add information for what? For the book, which is a noun. So here, did they read on holiday? This is an adjective. What about this one? To invent an airplane is nothing. To invent an airplane, here this is the, it's a noun. And it acts like a subject. Why? Because here I have is nothing. This is the verb, okay. And if I omit this part, it cannot be omitted because it's nothing. The left out doesn't make something make sense. So it's a noun. Why it's subject? Because the subject of the verb is. Okay. Question 4. What part of a speech is the bolded infinitive phrase? The officer returned to help the inspector. The officer returned to help the inspector. Is it act like a noun? Does it act like a noun? Or an adjective or an adverb? You can try. How can I do this? First thing, try to remove it and read the left out. This will, yes, this will put you between two choices. If it can be, I can remove it, so it can be an adjective or adverb. Then start to analyze it. This adverb, is it an adjective describing a noun or describe a verb? The officer returned to help the inspector. Try to ask a question. What question does it answer? Yes, correct. It's an adverb. Why? Because here I have the officer returned. The officer returned to help an inspector. Yeah. Why did the officer return? Why did the officer return? Is the officer returned? Yes. It answers the question why. So it comes to describe what? Return. The verb. It comes to describe the return, which is the verb. Okay, question 5. Select the one with an infinitive phrase functioning as an adverb. You have two choices. Select the one with an infinitive phrase, and this infinitive phrase acts like an adverb. He opened the book to reveal a huge, yes, bullfrog. The first step in forgiveness is the willingness to forgive those who have wronged us. Yes, where the infinitive phrase in each one of them? This is number 1. And find the one that describe a verb. Answer the question why, when, where, how. Can be removed, and I can take it out of the sentence. I can move it to in the sentence. So your answer, that's right, A. Where is it? To reveal a huge bullfrog. He opened the books. Why? To reveal huge the bulwark. It describes the verb open, so it's an adverb. It answers the question why. I can remove it. He opened the books and the stop. Okay, I can move it to at the beginning of the sentence. To reveal a huge bulwark, he opened the books. So it had all answered all the points that I will say that it's an adverb. Let's go to the next one. The first step in forgiveness is the willingness to forgive those who have wronged us. Here it is. To forgive those who have wronged us. Okay, what part of the speech is it? The first step in forgiveness is the willingness to forgive those. It describes here willingness. So it's an adjective here. Okay. In this exercise, you need to underline the infinitive or infinitive phrase in each sentence and be sure to include all modifiers or complement. And you have to tell me what type is it. Okay, here are they. I think they are 8. Okay, 8 sentences. Take your time to read the first one first. Column, the name, likes to meditate after a stressful day. Column, likes to meditate after a stressful day. Where the infinitive phrase first, start with to followed by the verb, so it will be to meditate. Okay. After a stressful day. Okay, this is the first thing. Number 2, which type? What question does it answer? What does he like? Can I erase it or remove it or take it out of the sentence? No, he likes. So missing. As long as I cannot remove it, so it's a noun. My question is object or subject? Object or subject? Column here is the subject. Like here is the verb. So he likes what? The object, of course. So this is, yes, a noun object. Fine, let's go to the second one. Try to analyze it with me. While you are reading. The only way to find the treasure chest is to meet with the fairy prince. Again, the only way to find the treasure chest is to meet with the fairy prince. Yeah, I think here we have 2 infinitive phrases, but I think I have answered one of them only. Okay, the only way to find the treasure. The only way to find the treasure chest is to meet with the fairy princess. People will say we have 2 here. The first one is to find the treasure. The second one is to meet with the fairy princess. That's right. I think the answer is to meet with the fairy princess, but let's find each one. To find the treasure. The only way to find the treasure. Here the, can I erase it? The only way to find the treasure chest, the treasure chest, yes, here. So it here, what function does it do here? The only way to find the treasure. Okay. If I omit to find the treasure chest and I read the left out, the only way is to meet with fairy prince. So I can erase it. Okay, great. Does this mean that it would be an adjective or an adverb? Okay, what does it describe here? The way. So describe a noun, and as long as describe a noun, so I have no choices, it would be adjective. That's right. So to find the treasure chest here is an adjective. For 2 reasons, I can erase it and describe a noun. Let's go to the second one. To meet with the fairy prince. The only way is to meet with the fairy prince. The only way is to meet with the fairy prince. If I erase to meet with the fair prince, it will give me a complete meaning. The only way is, no, I cannot. So it's a noun. Object or subject? The only way is, yes, we have answered this one. Okay. The to meet with the fair prince is, so yes, it will be object, of course. The only way to find treasure chest is, so to meet with the fair prince will be object, noun, object. Okay, the second one. What is it? To travel all across Italy is Lucerti's New York resolution. To travel all across Italy. Where is it? To travel all across Italy. Okay. Is, yes, Lucerti's New York solution. Where the rest of the sentence is, yes. So can I erase it? No, I can't. It will be missing. So it's a noun. Is it a subject or object? Yes, it's the subject of the verb to be is. So it will be noun, subject. Joshua intended to write a novel during his vacation. Joshua intended to write a novel during his vacation. Where is the infinitive phrase? Of course, to write a novel during his vacation. To write a novel during his vacation. Joshua intended, yes, he intended to do what? Joshua intended. If I stop here, no, yes, I cannot stop here because he intended to do something. So what did he intend to do? To write a novel during his vacation. So it's a noun. Object or subject? It's object. Noun, object. It's a noun, object. To finish a new book is the only reason Kyle would stay up all night. To finish a new book is the only reason. To finish a new book. Okay, this is the infinitive phrase. It's the only reason Kyle would. Can I omit it? No, I can't. So it's a noun. It's a subject or object. It's a subject because subject of the verb to be is. So it's noun, subject. Aisling is planting a vegetable garden to eat organic food right from her own backyard. To eat organic food. To eat organic food. Okay. Aisling is planting a vegetable garden to eat organic food. Can I erase it? Aisling is planting vegetable garden. Yes, I can stop here. So this means that it will be adjective. It will be adjective or adverb. Fine. What question does it answer? Is planting a vegetable garden to eat organic food. So why is he planting a vegetable garden? He's planting to eat organic food. So here, yes, it's an adverb. It describes planting. Because to eat here organic food, it doesn't describe vegetable. It describes his action, why he is planting to eat organic food. He's not adding information for vegetable garden. He's adding information for the action itself. A good habit to have is to go for a walk in the evening. Where is it? To have. Yes. A good habit to have. So what is the to go for a walk? To go for a walk in the evening. A good habit to have is to. So here I have a sentence. Can I stop here? No, I can't. So it's a noun. What is function? It's just the object of verb to be is. So it's a noun. It's a noun object. A noun object. Okay. Her favorite blanket to cozy in for the night is purple with blue. Her favorite blanket to cozy in for the night. This is the, yes, this will be the infinitive phrase. Her favorite blanket to cozy in for night is purple with blue. This will be a subject. This will be an adjective because it describes blanket. Her favorite blanket to cozy in for night. It adds information for blanket. This is number one. Can I erase it? Her favorite blanket is purple with blue. Yes, I can. I can erase it. Can I change it to cozy in for the night? Her favorite blanket is blue. No, I can't. I can move it or I can change it to place. So it's an adjective because it describes blanket, which is a noun. The last exercise. Okay. The same thing. We need to identify it and know its function. Darius is running 5 miles a day to train for the Boston Marathon. To train for the Boston Marathon. Okay. Can I erase it? Running 5 miles a day. Yes, I can. So it's an adjective or adverb. What does it describe? To train for the Boston. Why is she running? The answer why, so it will be adverb. Okay. His least favorite power tool to make home improvement is the hand saw. To make home improvement. Okay. His least favorite power tool to make home improvement is the hand saw. Can I erase it? His least favorite power tool is the hand saw. I can erase it. So it's an adverb or adjective. What does it describe here? Yes, it describes the tool, the power tool. This power tool make home improvement. So it's an adjective. Okay. I'm rushing. A good habit to have is to go for a walk in the evening. A good habit to have is to go for a walk in the evening. Yes, to go for a walk in the evening. Yes. Can I erase it? No, I can't. A good habit to have is. I cannot erase it. Fine, so it's a noun. Subject or object. The good habit is to go for. Yes, it's a noun. Again, it's a noun object. It's a noun object. It's the object of the verb to be is. The best book to help you understand fairy tales is titled Once Upon a Time. The best book to help you understand fairy tales is titled, it will be to help you understand fairy tales. Okay. The best book to help you. Can I erase it? The best book is titled Once Upon a Time. Yes, I can. So it's not a noun. What does it describe? It describes book. This book to help you understand. So describe a noun, it will be an adjective. Catherine wants to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Wants to maintain healthy lifestyle. To maintain healthy lifestyle, that's right. Wants. Catherine wants and stop. So I cannot erase it. It's a noun. Subject or object. Catherine is the subject. Want is the verb. So to maintain is the object. Mary walked to breathe in some fresh air. Mary walked to breathe in some fresh air. To breathe in some fresh air. Okay. Can I erase it? Mary walked. Yeah, I can. What question does it answer? Yes. For what reason she walked? To breathe in some fresh air. So it describes the verb walked. So it's an adverb. Okay, thank you very much. I hope that the session was useful for you. I will send you an extra homework, and kindly, yes, you will find it as an assignment. And I am apologizing again for what happened today. If you have any question, you can send me on our group. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.